An undefeated regular season, a #1 national ranking for the first time in program history, and a CAA title, followed by a disappointing loss to Colgate in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The UMass men's lacrosse program reached new heights in 2012 before its season came to an abrupt end on a Saturday afternoon last May.
That's not the way you would like to end a 15-0 regular season and CAA tournament and playoffs, but we've kind of put that in the past and use it as motivation, but we understand that this year is a new year.
A new year indeed, one in which the Minutemen will look to reload after losing their starting goalkeeper, 4 of their top 7 scorers, 2/3 of their starting close defense, and 2 of the top face-off men in the nation. One player UMass has back is attackman Will Manny, a first-team All-American who led the CAA with 44 goals a year ago. Manny and fellow senior Kyle Smith combined for 129 points last season and form what will be one of the most feared offensive duos in the nation.
Will's a very heads-up player, and he's a pass-first guy. So me being an off-ball, kind of trying to finish the ball in tight guy, it's kind of like dream come true.
While UMass's starting midfield figures to feature upperclassmen Colin Fleming, Connor Mooney, and Bobby Tyler, head coach Greg Cannella admits that there are at least 6 players vying for time in the second midfield line, a group that will be critical to the Minutemen's success.
You mentioned Steve DeMario and Mike Federle last year. Those guys really in a lot of games were the sparks for us. You know, they were considered second midfielders, but they're as good as anybody that we had. And we hope that this year that other group of midfielders can be a real spark for us.
The Minutemen will also be without the services of Greg Rushing and Anthony Teresco, who combined to win 62% of draws for UMass last year.
Joe Cavello, who's taken some draws for us in the past, is a junior now, and that's going to be his main mission. And he's done a good job. He performed well in the fall, and hopefully he can continue to do that. But James Fahey with the long stick will take some draws, and as well as Kurt Hunsinger, a freshman with a short stick.
Last year, UMass won by an average of nearly 6 goals per game, and a big reason for that was the defense. All-American Jake Smith remains the anchor on a backline that lost a pair of starters, as the Minutemen also try to fill the void left by 3-year starting goalie Tim McCormick, who posted the second-best save percentage in the nation in 2012. Redshirt freshman Zach Oliveri, the captain of the U.S. Under-19 national team, will battle last year's backup, junior Reed Goodhue, for the starting nod between the pipes.
We'll find out through these scrimmages over the next few weeks here. I can remember we had a similar situation when Doc Schneider, who now works for us, was a freshman, and he sort of proved himself through the first 2 scrimmages and got to start in his first game against Hofstra that year. And I think it's going to be kind of the same here. Both have done a really nice job of preparing themselves and working hard together. You know, even though there's competition, those guys are pushing each other.
I don't feel like I'm alone down there. I have Hollenbaugh, who's another senior, and he's experienced. He's been playing pretty much since he got here, and Tobin, and Zach stepped right in. He's been doing awesome. So, I mean, it doesn't feel like a new defense. The schemes aren't too hard. It's not like our coaches are throwing anything crazy at us, so it's just a matter of getting used to playing with everyone.
Last year, the Minutemen didn't face their first NCAA tournament team until the NCAA tournament, when they received the 6th seed despite a 15-0 record. This year, they'll play a pair of games against opponents who qualified for the postseason in 2012, including 8th-ranked Lehigh on national TV and a showdown against number 5 North Carolina in Atlanta in the second game of the season.
I think the program has high expectations every year. I guess this year, yeah, because of last year, they're a little higher, but we try not to pay too much attention to it. It's every year we expect ourselves to do well, so we just hope we can live up to that.
For UMass Sports Insider, I'm Cody Crushell.